works.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, buddies. I think we are live, large, and in charge. We'll see how this Instagram situation holds up, but we're trying to break new frontiers in the streaming game. It's Concert Buddy. We're back with Surface Noise. Oh, here we go. Yep, technical difficulties. I didn't even, guys, I did such a piss poor job. Hang on. We got to do this right. Here we go. Let's do this right.
You're not my buddy.
Look at that. See, one of these days,
it's like Daddy Boggs trying to get on the internet. I mean,
I know computer well, David. What can I say? Come on. On the wrong business. All right, let's try this again. So back, large and in charge, Surface Noise coming at you. This is the last one of 2023. So let's try to make it our best or our worst, in between. Let's be known for something or feared for everything. It's Concert Buddy. I'm joined by some familiar faces and some faces who have come on different versions of our streams program. So let's go ahead and get those intros out the way. Somebody who's been gone a hot minute, and what I mean by hot minutes, our returning champion, neither Arnaldo kept your seat warm. He was a returning champion for about 3 weeks in a row, David. David Bianco, Safe and Sound Texas, Audio Excursion. How are you?
Good, great. How are you guys? Glad to be back.
Well, I'm glad. And you brought a throne. You've got a throne to sit in now.
I'm on the throne now. Yeah.
As long as it's not a white ceramic and your pants are not down to your ankles, I think we're in good shape.
If you hear a flushing sound, it's only coincidental.
No, that's legendary. If you literally have a toilet in your record room, like game over. It's a game over situation. And then we'll go to the warm state, California. Jason Rojas, sadvinyl.com. He's on mute now. He's gonna wave at us. How are you, Jason?
Is that better? Oh my gosh. This setup, I may not stay long. This setup is not what I'm used to.
He's in purgatory right now.
Let's try to see how far we get.
Right.
And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But you had to. You're down for the cause. So I'm glad you popped in.
I'm just here to help out.
or you felt sorry for us, one or the other. This is a pity appearance. And then go back to David Bianco's state of Texas. We've got Louis Golden, the witch locator. Louis, how are you?
I'm doing super good. I finished grocery shopping for Christmas dinner.
Wow, what does that look like?
It's going to be lasagna and turkey and mashed potatoes and stuffing and green bean casserole and all that stuff. So Thanksgiving and lasagna, really.
I like it. Are you married? Are you in living arrangements with a good Italian girl? Is that why you're doing lasagna, or you just like lasagna?
I just like lasagna.
Good. So does
like
Garfield.
Yeah. I make Chef John's recipe. He's got it from foodwishes.com.
No, this is new information.
This might ruin your life if you're into cooking at all. On YouTube, just anything that you want to make, type that in and then do food wishes. And Chef John is amazing, and he has a Christmas lasagna. There's nothing about it that's Christmas per se, but it's a damn good lasagna.
Well, listen, lasagna is one of my favorite food groups, so I'm all about it. I wrote it down.
It's amazing. Yeah, I bought a pan specifically for it, like a oversized, like 15 by 10 by 3.5.
A real lasagna.
This will last for we're gonna freeze some of it. It's amazing. I love it.
I mean, that's the best thing I've heard all day, Louis. It's been a pretty good day, so that's high marks. And then rounding out the dais, we had to go. Well, we got West Coast, we got Southwest. We don't have any Northwest. We don't have a Pacific Northwest, but we've got the Southeast on lock from the Dirty FL. Felipe, Jasmine Felipe, how are you?
We're here. I'm good. Chance, thanks for having me. Thanks for inviting me. It's pretty fun. It's been a while. So good to be here, and let's chat. Let's see what's going on.
Yeah, let's do it. So we got some great comments in the gallery. Let's throw up a few of those real quick once my mouse wants to get back in business. See who's joining us this evening. We got some heavy hitters. We've got Jose is not here, so Peter Mad Vinyl is saying happy holidays, everyone.
Okay.
Good to see you, Peter. Let's see. Oh, Marsha P. Marsha P has a nice live stream with Trevor. I think he's here too on Sunday evenings. You should check that out. I think 7 my time, so 8 o'clock Eastern. Correct me in the comments below. Who else we got? Yep, there's Trevor right there. Trevor, good to see you, sir. We've got Record Hound Darren, who was on, I think, our last stream. He was getting ready to purge a bunch of records, so I'll be curious how that turned out. We've got Eddie. Eddie's here. He said Jason is here for the likes. I don't know about that. I don't think Jason's here for the likes. He doesn't need any social acceptance. Come on now.
Right. No, Eddie. No.
Wrong, sir. We got Scotty, DJ Vinyl Vertigo. I watched one of his videos the other day. Good to see you, sir. And hang on a second. Now, Louie, you're talking food. Right here, we've got Matt, also in Florida, Prime Analog Records. And he said, that is true, Chance. You have to make my lasagna recipe. Could this be competing lasagna recipes? I think I've fallen into great luck.
I don't think there's a loser in the competition for making different lasagna recipes.
No, I mean,
I can't. I don't think in my whole life I can ever think back on a time where lasagna was bad unless it was microwaved out of a frozen thing.
Yeah, the Trader Joe's, I've had that. In a pinch, you're like, man, I just need to make a meal. And you throw that in there. It's been a long day. And it's rough. Felipe, you know what I'm talking about? Or even the Whole Foods. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a bad one at 6 years old. At 6 years old, I had ricotta coming out the nose, but it's
Stouffer's. Is Stouffer's or Swans? Is that still a thing?
Yeah, Swanson.
There it is. We've got another jazz bum in the gallery. Jazz bum Mike is here. He's here to balance out the power of the jazz bums. All we need is Chris, and then I can stretch it off my game card. That'll be great. So Chris, if you're out there, another Texan, Chris, just to show up and say hey.
One more, yeah. Overwhelming Texas.
that'll be so much Texas. If we had jazz bum Chris up here, it'd be too much Texas. Is there such a thing? Anyway, all right, guys. Well, we got all the pleasantries out the way. Let's go and get into some surface noise topics because we do try to have a little bit of structure, at least in the first part of the program, and then we'll get into the freestyle. This is your first time here, just quick primer. But first topic of our last stream of the year. If Santa, air quotes, Santa, comes to town, what grail, also air quotes, grail record is he bringing you? Felipe, let's start with you. What grail, if you've been good this year, which it's hard for me to think you've been bad, you're probably arguably the nicest jazz bum for sure. Sorry, Mike, but Felipe is one step away from sainthood, let's be honest. So Felipe, what's that grail that it would just be amazing if Santa brought it to you this year?
It's funny, like those things like fluctuate, right? Sometimes we focus into this one, that one, but there's a record that is a favorite for me. I have a really good reissue, which I love. But I love to have an original just for a historic aspect. It's a record called Utah Hip and Zoot Sims. It's 1530. It's a very early Blue Note. I think the last good condition one was sold for like about 3.5.
Whoa! Hey, got 3. Not more. No, you mean 3.5.
3.5.
Hang on. Hang on. We got to clarify for the home office. Home office is at $3.50. Is it $350 or is it $3,500? Felipe.
Yeah, $3,500. Yes.
Holy! Oh God!
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Why is that? Why is that 3.5? Why?
Around that. It was the last eBay auction because it's hard to find in good condition. It was a kind of obscure Blue Note. And there was not too many press, so finding one and in good condition. I think even like when we talked to Esposito during our interview, he said he never got a copy of that. He never saw one in his hands, so it's hard to find.
Wow. Well, Felipe, are you doing like dentist jobs on the side to have a little kiddie fund, a slush fund to save up for this? That's a big swing. If Santa doesn't hook you up, you've got to have a plan to get that record, right?
Oh no, yeah, it's just it's something that I don't even envision to, because it's very hard. And there's some other ones that are even more than that, but this is my favorite because I like the music there, and I would love to have that record.
Well,
I would love to have that one.
I mean, more power to you, Felipe. We need to trade some information so I can keep my eyes out, because that would make your year if somebody could find that for you and not charge you $3K. I think we'd be all about it.
No, definitely that'll be great, but it's hard to find all that.
All right,
but
Louis.
That's what I like.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry, Felipe. Sorry.
That's the one I like to have. That's it.
Okay, cool. All right, Louis. I already know the answer, but share with our fine audience. What is that record that, man, you've been good this year? You've had to have been good. What would, if Santa could really hook it up, he'd come down that chimney, Kris Kringle, he's eating them cookies, and he's setting one package, one vinyl record. What is it?
Well, it's actually tied. There's a tied for first.
Oh.
So there's a fan club 7-inch from a band that I like that was only given out at one concert or something like that, and it's a couple of covers that they did, a couple of Misfits covers that they did from Alkaline Trio. So that one is just sort of my ongoing one. It's about $400. There's 3 or 4 copies of it on Discogs. But a test pressing of Nevermind.
What?
That would be a grail.
Wow,
yeah, they exist.
Ooh,
I think they're around between 3 and 5 as well.
Oof.
So, I mean, that's gotta be on everybody's list if they're, I don't know, not everyone's list, but it's on a lot of people's list.
It's interesting. I never really even considered that. Like, once I got my first pressing, I was like, I'm good. But I mean, that you're exactly right. That's that next
Bleach.
level.
Could you imagine a test pressing of Bleach?
Oh, well, spoiler alert. We might as well get into it. That's mine. If I've been good, Santa's getting me that Bleach white. That
White,
Bleach,
yeah. That
white one.
About 1,500.
So they did 1,000 of those, and I think the second pressing, which is the same plate work, was black. So it's the same metal work. I think they did 2,000 of those. Travis is here. He actually got one recently, Travis Foley. But I may be. I don't know if I've been good, but I have a lead. It's just a matter of how much am I willing to pay. So there's potential 2024. I could get that white copy. I just.
That's sick. I'd love to have that. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to donate plasma, a baby batter, and probably do some Uber driving for like 3 years, and then I'd be good. Because I don't want to like break the bank, but we'll see. Oh, here you go. Yeah, Travis Foley, he got that Bleach. I know you got $350 is what Travis paid, I think, for the black copy, which
that sounds about right. Yeah,
it's a good price, and I slept because I asked too many questions. It was a shop that Travis and I have in our area, and he just went for it, and I just was waiting for an answer from our friend, and should have known better. Anywho, all right, David Bianco.
Yeah. So this year I got one of my real big grails, the self-titled Mute Math album.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, the Dead Stock situation.
Yeah, and so I'm trying to get the other 2 that I don't have on vinyl. So the one I want is Armistice by Mute Math.
Okay,
that would be my grail.
So tell us about Mute Math, because I watched your video when you talked about getting the Dead Stock. But for the uninitiated, how would you describe that music? Is that
kind of indie kind of music? And it's I mean, they've broken up a few years ago, but they were out of New Orleans. Paul Meany is the lead guy, and he's done work with 21 Pilots, and done a lot of production work with them. And they're just really a driving kind of band, really great, live mosh pit kind of, they bring a mattress out there.
Hold on. Bianco, are you in the mosh pit with the Youngs? What are you doing here?
I think that kids are calling them mash pits these days.
Mash pits.
Mash pits. Okay. Well, they bought a different vowel, I guess. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, they're just really high energy. I mean, I got to know them. The drummers, Darren King, who's a really top level drummer, and he's kind of crazy. He takes his drum set apart during the actual concert. They did a video that they played. Basically, the song played forward and the video played backward to the song, and it synced up.
Wow.
It's amazing. So, I mean, they were just a unique talent, and I just, it's not a band you'd think I would like, I guess.
Well, it goes against type, David. No offense, but I mean, if you had said like the Doobies or Steely Dan or something like that, but you've probably already got those. So to hear you talk about a band from the last 20 years, this is interesting take.
Well, I was a big Nick Perry. I mean, Terra Firma to me was the best album of the year. I mean, his album got number 5 in Germany of albums of 2023. So I can go there. I can go there.
That's funny. Hey, Travis, I got one more. He says, I think Louis should come to St. Louis, Chance, and we can take him to Alkaline Trio in March. I think that's a fantastic idea.
No, I'll take you up on that, but I'm seeing him twice here in February.
Well, I'm sure those are going to be great shows, but you've never seen a concert till you've seen a concert in St. Louis. Let's just keep it real.
I guess that's true.
Where are they playing at, Louis? Where are they playing at around here?
The House of Blues.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Nice. All right, Jason. We've hit it. We've got you. You got all this time to work.
So Santa's already been good to me. We'll not. This is for David, just to piss him off a bit. But
you had to show the Led Zeppelin turquoise, of course.
I know
turquoise right here in front of you.
Okay, but here it is. So if Santa was really good, let's see if we can get this.
Hang on, I'm making you big. Tell the audience, tell the people at home what you got there.
Oh my gosh, this is the Monks Black Monk Time. We can see that price, right? The price is not looking good.
$458. I mean, they're giving it away. I mean, that's a charity situation.
Right. Would it be funny if I did like best offer and just offered him 50? What would happen? Banned from eBay, just banned.
That's a novice Nick situation, and I would say try it. You never know. He may be hard up for cash.
I mean, is anyone on the panel familiar with this band, the Monks?
I've heard of them.
Mm-hmm.
So this is like 1965, 66. This is like garage rock. The guys dressed up like monks. They had very tribal rhythms. One guy played the banjo with shouting lyrics. It's pretty extreme. I mean, they were at the same time playing in Hamburg when the Beatles were there, like in the early 60s. So you can imagine, like, I don't know if the Beatles ever went to see the Monks,
Jason, breaking news. PB Thal has entered the chat, and he says, I have that album, Jason.
Oh, my gosh.
He said he has had that album.
Past tense. Patrick, you moved on from a $4,000 record? Come on now.
Maybe when he got rid of it, it wasn't $4,000.
Well, yeah, hopefully Patrick, I mean, what I didn't say, like as Patrick was saying, that they were just guys from the Air Force, I believe. And then I wish, maybe I should show a picture of them, right? Or unless you can find a picture of them. Let's see here.
Let's do it. Let's teach. Oh, hang on. Uh-oh. Weren't they Air Force kids, PB Thal says. So I think, there's a loner. Oh, all right.
Oh, okay. But I mean, this was like a band, like these guys were from the military. Here we go. Let's look at this even better. So if we can look at this, these were the Monks. I mean, they were definitely not going to join the VC.
Yeah, we got Roger, Gary, Larry, Eddie, and Dave. What a lineup.
Right. I mean, maybe these guys would be perfect for the VC. I don't know.
They're part of the new VC 2024 edition, I'm sure.
I mean, the thing is, let me see if I can find
landing strip on their head. It looked like.
But the record's like super rare. Like it's totally hard to get. It's impossible. But it's possible for 4,000.
So there is one for sale right now for $4,000.
And I think there's one on sale for like maybe 1.6 on Discogs.
Hang on a second. When you say 1.6, you're not doing an Excel spreadsheet shortcut. You're doing 1 million.
No. 1,000.
Okay. Thank God. I just want to make sure. All right. So $1,600. All right.
1,600. But I just don't. I don't know. Like when you're gonna drop money like that on a record, you've got to. I don't know. You've got to think about what you're about to do here.
It's only a third of a degritter. I mean, think of it that way.
Well, I think I've told that story before with that record. A friend of mine, he called me and he was like, I'm about to pull something on this record. I'm like, what's the record? And he goes, it's Black Monk Time. And I go, how much are you paying for that? He's like, $1,300. I'm like, you're kidding. Oof. And he asked me for advice. And I said, well, if you're going to spend that much, we need to see like pictures, right?
Oh
We need
yeah,
to see
full
like
thing.
audio, video, right? And we need a guarantee when he ships it to you that it's not going to go to like, Colorado or something, or, it's going to go to you, right?
Yes.
So we did everything by the book, and then he, once he gave me the video and the photos, I was okay with the deal, but I mean, I don't know.
You gave it the vinyl blessing? Are you? See,
Oh,
I knew
yeah,
you were the
yeah.
vinyl monk, Jason. You gave it the vinyl blessing. I knew it.
But I mean, like, I don't know, like I have to ask like Felipe, Louis, like, do you guys have a record that's worth over 1,000, and
Not
do you
that
listen
I
to
paid,
it?
but they're worth. Yes, I do.
Okay.
I don't.
Are you very careful with it,
I didn't pay for figures, but they are worth for figures now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Louis, what say you? What you got a pricey record up in that ballpark?
No, not yet. And if I do ever, it will most likely be either one of those real select grails like he's talking about, or something that gains value over time.
For sure. Bianco, what about you?
Yeah, I do. I'm trying to pull up my Discogs because I think I got a couple, but off the top of my head, it's not ringing.
Well, while you do, let me read this comment because this is actually a good nominee here. So Ivan the Music Man says, "Please, Santa, give me the Black Album from Prince." That's on my list. That would be a nice one.
I actually changed my local store here. I had on the flip video today, the Black Album.
Like real deal, not the bootleg, not the German 94.
I'm not sure. I gotta double check. I just saw the flip video on Instagram.
Oh my gosh.
Well, Ivan, I actually have one, but I think it's the second press because the original is actually only pressed in Germany. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, Ivan, but I think it took a while for it to get pressed in America, I think.
Yeah, I haven't looked at it in a hot minute. I think whatever the first entry on Discogs is, that's the one I have on my want list. But I know there's like a 94, 95 German. I don't know if that's same plate work. I don't know anything other than that's a very coveted record.
Yeah. Right.
All right. Well, David, did you get your list?
This is mine. Yeah, I got it. This is my UHQR Sgt. Pepper's over $1,000.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Wow. Well, I know when the house catches on fire. What's that record that David is going? Here we got the
running. Hey, I took it with me to Novus Nick's house to listen to it on his system. So
well, I tried putting that, David. I can't. I thought I put your post up here, but it's not going up. I don't know what's going on. Let's try it again.
Oh, really? Sorry. I probably brought it down.
No.
I didn't know. I forgot you had to, kind of, you had to nail that up there. I forgot.
Yeah. No. All good. All good. Oh, hey, Music Talk with John is here. Hello, sir. All right. Fun. Well, that's a fun topic. Hopefully 2024 is the year that at least one of us knocks one of those off our list. There's Novice Nick. Outstanding record, David. Look at that.
There you go. Thank you, Nick.
Nick and David, we had a meetup earlier this week. It was Old Fart Radio live in person in Louisiana.
That's right.
Yeah, tell us about it, David. How is it meeting yet another? I think did you meet the most people, like the most internet friends this year? You're probably up there.
Maybe I'm up there. Yeah, it was great. Nick was great. He's got a really nice system. He just needs a bigger room. But the room he looks when he gets on camera, it looks a lot bigger than it really is. Believe me.
Wow.
But no, he's got a great system. His restaurant, if you ever go through Alexandria, Louisiana, great Philly cheesesteaks, great food. So really nice family. It's a good time.
Fantastic. So Peter Mad Vinyl NYC says, I had Licensed to Ill instrumental show wax, copped in 87 for $12, sold for $900, 2007. It's a pretty good return. Pretty good return.
Yep.
All right, fellas. Topic 2. Staying in the holiday spirit. Is it better to give or receive records as gifts? We'll go backwards this time. Jason Rojas, how do you?
It's better to give. I have too many records as it is. I have too many. I try to give as much VCLT if I can. I feel bad, like Chance, like when we were all together in Austin, I didn't give you something. I gave Jose this Karen Dalton record that's pretty rare.
You did.
You
did it right in front of my face too. You pulled her out of the car, and Jose was going to weep. I thought Big Jose was going to weep right in front of me. It was a nice one.
Yeah.
You're not the only one that didn't get anything, so don't feel bad.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
yes.
You ever seen this one, Jason? You ever seen this move? It's called Hook a brother up.
I'll do better. I don't know. It's like I just wasn't ready. Like here, David, have my 12-inch of Asia or something. Like we just this, right?
That's his pickup line.
And then Jose took the record. Jose took the record, got back in the car, and instantly fell asleep.
That's right.
On the record.
Right.
So spoiler alert, if you're interested, and Jose, when you see this is all in good fun, but there's going to be a Jose sleeping cameo in my year-end video that comes out tomorrow. It's my last YouTube video of the year, non-Vinyl Community Podcast variety. And Jose does make a brief appearance. I do name drop Jose, and there's a picture of Jose that he's probably never seen. That it's all in good fun. So Jose,
when you're asleep, you can't see it.
That's right, exactly. So you definitely don't want to miss my video dropping Friday morning. Anyway,
that's it. You're learning that promo stuff from Mazzy. Wow, way to go.
David, VC stands for Vinyl Communicators. That's what Mazzy told me this week. So I think he's on to something. That's what I'm trying to really lean into. So, all right. Well, anyway, we're going backwards to the dais. David Bianco, how do you answer this question? Better to give or receive records as gifts?
It's much better to give, because the real thing there is that, you usually think that through. It's like, for me, I'll find something for somebody and I won't even tell them I've got it for them or whatever, and kind of surprise them. So the element of that surprise. Now, I've gotten stuff and been surprised too, but the feeling of giving just is way, way better to me.
I like it. Louis, are you gonna go counter and say you just love getting gifts?
Well, actually, yeah, I have to. And the reason why is because I can't, because my vinyl community friends are almost 100% way more knowledgeable and way more seasoned than I am. So me giving them VCLT would be difficult and probably wouldn't land the way that I would want to give a gift. You know what I mean? And so in my life, like when it's a birthday or when it's Christmas, I can say Blue Note jazz reissues and people are like, this guy's easy to shop for, and then I can get Tone Poets and nice jazz reissues and stuff. And then, they think that, man, this guy's really into jazz, which I sort of am. And then it's just super easy. And nobody has to worry about it. Cause right now, like I just went through all this, like trying to get gifts for people who have everything type of thing. And like, if I had to give a gift for one of you, I'd be like, what the hell? If it was a record, I'd be like, what the hell am I supposed to do? You know what I mean? So as I collect more and become more knowledgeable and seasoned, that'll change. But right now, Blue Note reissues.
Well, Louis, I think we all gave you the gift we're looking for. So Felipe's record's about $3,500. Jason's is about $4,000. Bianco, his is pretty expensive. It's a couple grand. And Bleach is probably the cheapest one. If you got 2 Gs,
mine's 200.
Oh, yes. Oh, so David wins the
It's 200.
Louis, when in doubt, just choose like the best dollar record. Perry Como, Barry Manilow.
Right.
It's like go low. Right. Mantovani.
Of course.
Ronnie and Teicher.
That's right. Those guys are the best.
These are the Dollar Bin All-Stars. This is I guarantee that they weren't expecting a shout out on our program today. Good deal. All right, so Felipe, before we get your answer, we got a couple answers in the gallery. Patrick's answer, the vinyl archivist PB Thal, he says to give. Scotty, DJ Vinyl Vertigo, also says to give. Man, we got a lot of people on the giving train. I like seeing this.
And only one who wants the records. What do we do?
I'm a music man. Better to give.
One honest guy on the dais, right?
Spot on. Louis for the win. All right, Felipe. I think I know where this answer is going to go, but I got to ask you anyway. Is it better to give?
Getting records is really great, but I like giving a chance for a couple of reasons. First, I think David is right. That surprise element, right?
Yes.
To surprise someone. I also think that putting some thought into it, because you're kind of choosing, you're not just giving a gift card, you're choosing, putting some thought into it. I think that's really cool. And I also like to give records independent of being like holiday or something. If I know people, they contact, my kids, my nephew, or I know someone that's starting a collection or something. I think it's really cool to kind of spread the word and sow some seeds out there. I think it's really good. I think it's really
Share
cool
the
thing
love.
to do. And I feel I feel glad to do it.
Nice. I like it. Well, to put you on the spot, Felipe, since I got you, got a question from Ivan. He says, Felipe, if you want to give a perfect jazz album from this year, 2023, what would that be?
Man, there are so many good reissues this year, releases. If you want a new release, I said that a couple times on our streams, our shows, but there's a great jazz record, more on the spiritual jazz side, but really well played, really, really cool. It's by a band called The Circling Sun from New Zealand. The record is called Spirits. You can find it on Amazon now. It's everywhere. It's a fantastic, amazing record. It sounds good, but the music is so involving. It feels like I go back to that record very often. I think that will be one of the best in 2023.
Are you guys going to do like a year-end thing on your stream or on your channel?
We kind of, I think tomorrow, yes, we kind of, and also next week. I mean, anything goes. People can pop up and say what they like, what they didn't like. We did our own a couple weeks ago, right? But now I think we just have the open forum that people say whatever they want to say.
What was that record?
Yeah.
Louis got
It's Setting Sun, but there I don't see anything called Setting Sun.
The Circling Sun, Spirit.
Circling Sun. Okay.
This was a New Zealand band. They're terrific. We're trying to get them to come in the channel. We're kind of trying to find a date, but yeah, this is one of the best records I heard this year.
And Felipe, would you write that one in the chat? We're getting a lot of requests. I think you're selling a lot of records for this artist, so we need to make sure to give the appropriate kickbacks to you when this is typical VC influencer activity. So,
right.
But while he's doing that, so before we segue to the last topic, I have a giveaway of my own. You guys ready for this? Okay. So
it's a wrestling record.
Well, now you've ruined the surprise.
Oh, no way.
It's the Captain Lou Albano singing in the bathtub collection. No, it's so I've got kind of a vinyl bribe. So I'd really like to get some more positive reviews for Vinyl Community Podcasts on Apple Podcasts. It's very simple. You just go on Apple Podcasts, you find us, leave us a nice review. If you do that, two things. I've got two records. Hang on. Let me go to the prize closet.
Britney Spears, Oops, I Did It Again.
Damn it, Jason. I mean, you guys are really killing the surprise factor.
No, I should have said Christina Aguilera, Genie in a Bottle, 12-inch.
Bottle. That's right. Well, I mean, yeah. So if you're interested in this, well, first of all, you should be leaving us a good review anyway. If you guys are sampling our content, it means a lot and helps kind of push us in the iTunes, Apple world. Or if you listen to us on Spotify, wherever it is. So here's my pledge. If you leave us a review, screenshot it, shoot me a DM, slide into those DMs on Instagram, Concert Buddy, BUDDIE, and I've got two records to give away. So the first two folks, actually, if there's more than two, I'll probably do a lottery kind of thing. But I've got a nice copy of Lenny Kravitz's Greatest Hits,
nice.
The 2 LP. So if you've watched our programming, you've seen me talk about Lenny Kravitz is a underrated superstar in the music world. Now, not everyone agrees with that, but so anyway, I've got one of these to give away. And
he was also in the Hunger Games. Don't ever forget, James.
I mean, did you like? Where's the camera in this place? We've got all my secrets. All right. So the other record I'm giving away is a copy. This is a sealed. It's a 4-discer. It says it right there. 4 LP. This is the second symphony album that Metallica did with the San Francisco Symphony. The first album they did with Michael Kamen. At the point, I think he's since passed away. So this one they did a couple years ago. This is the one on orange vinyl. So this is probably the more collectible one. But anyway, 4-discer. I will mail them continental U.S. preferred. But if my friends in Canada want to jump on in, I'm not opposed to sending it there too. But again, to reiterate, please go to Apple and leave us a nice review. And 5 stars is always preferred. You know, it's kind of like your Uber driver. 5 stars is always preferred. If you leave us a 1 star and say how much we suck, I really can't send you a record. That would be like my
Franti and Teicher disco record.
Yeah. my therapist would have a field day with that one. So anyway, I'd love to give those records out. So you guys know what to do. Hook us up, and I'll be gladly to send those out in the spirit of giving and in the spirit of this question, and VCLT all day, every day. All right. So now let's see. So third question we've got for this part of the presentation. Let's go to our home office. Now, every year I like to do, what are you laughing at, Jason? What are you laughing at?
I had to look up what the third question was. Like, oh, this one. Okay.
So every year, at least on my channel, I do like vinyl resolutions. It's, a gimmicky kind of video idea, but at least tries to keep me honest about how I'm trying to like be a little bit more disciplined, a little more focused, a little more intentional with my collection and my collecting habits. So I thought I would kind of throw it out to the dais and our panelists tonight and say, do you guys, hang on, I got to put it on here. Bam. Do you guys have any vinyl resolutions, things that you've learned in 2023 that are shaping things you want to do differently or do, I guess, period, for 2024? David, I'll start with you.
Do you mean related to the channel or as a vinyl collector? Or?
Well, how about we do it this way? How about we talk about it as a collector, but then if you want to talk about the channel too, it's open forum.
Okay. Yeah, as a vinyl collector, I guess the thing I'm doing right now is really rationalizing my collection a lot, going through it, pulling out duplicates. I'm really trying to, hey, Steve Westman, I'm really trying to make room, for new things and to share out what I have duplicates of.
Sure.
There's certain things that I realize, do I really need 10 copies of Can't Buy a Thrill, for example? Because maybe I thought that every time I got it, I'd get a thrill, but it never really happened. So but really that's kind of, for me, rationalizing and then maybe branching out a little bit, and also for my channel, just to go into, try to cover some topics that are different than what's being done. Cause there just seems like a lot of repetition, and I don't really like, I don't want to get into controversial topics in and of themselves, but I'm sure that there are things like, do you really need a subwoofer? That might be a really interesting topic right now because there's a really popular video out there that came out that involves subwoofers recently. So it shouldn't be controversial, but it should be a topic we can talk about. So that's kind of more or less where I'm headed.
I like it. So Louis, you come at it from a different perspective because, as you've said here and you've talked about on some of our other streams and even the show with no name we do on Monday nights on your channel. You talk about, obviously there's a lot you're still learning, not only collecting, but also like jazz and a lot of different things through this community of ours. Do you have anything that you're maybe with an eye on 2024 doing differently, or maybe a genre you're going to lean into? Like, where's your head at coming around looking for air in 2024?
Well, this, like, being a collector for me is doing the thing that I wanted it to do. And that's it's forcing me to have a solid relationship with music again. And I've gotten into jazz and I really do like it. And I've moved all the way out into the weirdest free jazz imaginable and like all the way back. And for 2024, I just know that it's going to be fun for me to keep collecting all the Blue Note classics, Tone Poets, and all of those reissues, because they're always going to sound good no matter what. It's very unlikely that I would blind buy something from Blue Note and not like it. It may not be in my top 10 or whatever as my collection grows, but like, I love that. And it's always going to be something in the future I can give away. And someone's either a brand new collector is going to still like it, or somebody who's even a seasoned collector wouldn't balk at it. Right. Sure. So I'll have some VCLT to give away, and then just keep picking my spots on finding new music, man. Like doing the research and finding music that turns me on and then investing in it. That's still my whole entire point.
Nice. Yeah, I did a really self-admittedly bad job of really finding new music this year, as evidenced by my video I put out this week about new records. But it was also kind of an indictment on how, I guess, overly focused I was on getting reissues and OGs this year, that I really didn't listen to a lot of like brand new released music. And so I know there's some channels out there that kind of help me out along. Steve Carlson's really good at this. He features new music all the time. So I'm looking to that point, Lou. I'm looking to like find some new stuff to listen to, because I think it keeps the taste a little diverse, but also, I used to pride myself on like knowing like smaller bands and up and coming bands or whatever, or off the beaten path. And This year I didn't do a good job of that.
Labels are helping too. Like I found some labels that don't let me down. You know what I mean? Like obviously Blue Note, but then there's Heavy Psych Sounds in Italy, and like every single thing that I listen to on there is something like, wow, I might want that. I have several of their records, and as I'm going deep into Doom and Heavy Psych and stuff, it's like, this is awesome. It's stuff that's super small bands and stuff, limited presses and cool stuff like that, but it hasn't let me down so far, so I always look there first.
Yeah, that's a safe place. Hey, Felipe, before you answer this question, I want to get your feedback on this. Ivan the Music Man says, I want to hold your hand with Grant Green as my next jazz record to buy. Is that a good buy? I'm sure you've heard it, or have you heard it?
Yeah, it's a good record. I haven't bought it yet. I had the 75th anniversary edition. It's good. It's not like a whole Beatles record, as the title kind of implies, but it's good. It's mid 60s, late 60s, Grant Green, and no complaints there. It's a great record, having tone poet treatment with all the pictures, heavy cover, great sound. Should get for sure. I'm getting mine soon. Yeah.
Nice. All right. So how do you please to these charges? What are you going to do anything differently? Are you going to double down on something you did this year, or are you going to mix it up for 2024? Where's your head at?
So this year I was more selective compared to 22. I purged a lot. I look at my shelves and say, man, this is physically looking good to me. I don't want to go extend shelves or do anything crazy.
You have records on the floor, Felipe?
No.
Okay, good. That's good. No. I had to ask.
No. So I want to kind of keep at that number. Whatever I don't listen to for like a year or two or never cared about, I'm passing. I'm selling or doing something, giving to someone else.
Nice.
Less duplicate, of course, as you guys have been mentioning. 23, I invested on my gear. I really upgraded my gear to a good level. Now I'm kind of okay with that. I found some nice OGs here and there. I'll be like more selective, just getting this, and that. And for 24, I'm just going to keep the same. And I think be even more focused. And I want to focus on getting to some new music as well.
Nice.
We've been getting a lot in contact with the new artists. We're going to have some interviews coming with the emerging artists in jazz.
Cool.
I think Louis was right. Even like labels like Blue Note are putting a lot of new music that is great. But there are also like smaller labels that just putting a lot of great artists out there. And then that's my goal. Go there and I want to listen more and buy less.
That's good. Hey, I'm right there with you. That's one of mine, to be honest with you, is I've done a nice job of acquiring this year, but the listening probably needs a little work, and also to that end, I think I'm probably going to invest more in my system. My receiver right now is in the shop. I've got a Marantz 2230, and the right channel went out, so I'm getting it serviced. But it's got me thinking maybe I need to. I don't want to go down too deep into that gear, because I'm a AC obsessive compulsive, I guess, sometimes about things, and I want to really dig into things. So I've held off on gear for a reason, but I do probably need to make some changes.
It helps, yes.
Jason, so was housekeeping there? I don't want to interrupt if you've got maybe a situation.
Yeah.
The hot maid is there.
It's the maid.
I know, right? Tough times here. Hotel jokes aside, what are my final resolutions? No 24-hour live streams. It's not going to happen on my channel. Can't do that.
Shots fired.
Can't do that. I don't have that energy level. I will start doing live streams again, like comparing records. I'm done with reissues. Reissues are a joke. I'm going to do the hot takes. I'm done with Kevin Gray. He doesn't know how to master records.
Whoa,
they sound like
savage. Oh my God,
boosted bass, boosted mid-range. So I sold all my Tone Poets. See you later, Tone Poets.
So much hot takes.
Well, if you need somewhere to send them,
there you go.
I can put my
Louis. Yeah. It was like funny when I sold all my Blue Note classics and my Tone Poets. The guy was like, my local store was like, "What's wrong with these?" And I was like, "Do you want an honest answer?" And he looked at me. He's like, "Yeah, give it to me." And I was like, "Man, if you compare this to the OG, it's just these don't sound good." And he's like, "What?" It's like, "Yeah, like they just won't. They don't." I don't care. It's an excuse to say like it's from the tape, you know? It's just an excuse. You can do better, you know? Bernie Grunman's proved this with his
Daniel Morris.
he's proved this with his what is it, that the craft small batch. He's proved it. You can do better, you know? So
I'm
do
gonna
better.
I'm gonna try and live the rest of my collecting life not knowing the difference.
Well, next time you come to Texas, you know, we could do a shootout. And the other thing is I want to make a video on like the best Crosleys, you know? We should just go there.
Now, hang on a second.
Just-
now
Just
I know
go hard, you know? We should just go hard on Crosleys. Why not?
The Vinyl Monk is also King Crosley, coming soon to a video near you.
Well, I mean, you got to have fun because, like, as David said, it's kind of like boring and stale, right? So might as well just go crazy, like,
Go for it.
you know, just like best Crosley ever, right?
Yeah, but here's the thing, Jason. You don't realize after some of your recent reviews, we're starting a GoFundMe for you to get a hearing test. So
Well, no, we'll do that too. I think that'll be the challenge, right? Like,
That's a good one.
I'll do interviews, but then we have to do a hearing test live, right? And
Right.
that's gonna burn people, right?
Well,
Like,
what you do
can
is
you imagine? Go ahead.
what you do is you do a live stream and you start, you know, and you know that you throw out the topics ahead of time like we do here and say it's going to be audio file and listening and this and that and blah blah. And then you just play a 15 kilohertz
Throw
tone.
a
in the
tone. Yeah,
background
throw a tone.
the whole
See if anybody
time.
hears it.
See if anybody notices.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
And then when you're like, you know, 45 minutes into the conversation about which one sounds better and the high end really sparkles on this one, then you can reveal that you've been playing a 80 decibel 15 kilohertz tone broadcast to the internet the whole time and not one person said anything.
Of course, Jason's going, I knew it was there because my dog went running. So, you know.
Right. And I'll just make an excuse. I can hear digital, so DSD forever, right? Just make it up.
Yeah.
Can-
Yeah.
So, Chance, can you highlight Wyoming Dave's comment about don't knock Andy Williams and Perry Cuomo?
Well, that was higher up in the chat. But
Cuomo,
yeah,
it's a Cuomo.
here he goes. Yeah, Wyoming
Cuomo.
Dave. Wyoming
Come on,
Dave.
Cuomo.
He's going hard. He's defending his turf. This is some of the best records, I guess, in Wyoming. He's got Andy Williams and
So
Perry
we'll,
Cuomo.
I guess that'll be part of like the new video series, like the best of the, you know, dollar bin, you know.
Dollar Bin All Stars, take it. You can. I
that's
haven't
nothing-
trademarked it yet, Jason. So
That's
feel
nothing
free.
but a win for Dave, though. You know
Yeah,
what I
it
mean?
is. Yeah. His
No, yes, it
strategy
is.
is as listeners die out, he's going to get them cheap. That's his strategy. It's kind of like the waxed,
I
but
was gonna
you
say
know.
that's Rob the Wax strategy, isn't it? That's a state sales thing. Is it? No.
We're gonna like hype up these Andy Williams and Perry Como like albums, you know, they're like geniuses. Soon they won't be $1. They'll be like $10-$20, you know, and then, you know, you can't
Jason,
get them anymore.
I'm already
Dave's
seeing
not
this.
chasing a hearse though. I mean, it's different. It's
I've already seen this, guys. I've already seen it. May I introduce you to the young Nat King Cole? I'm seeing Nat King Cole records being featured lately, and these are some of the. I mean, they're not in all the dollar bins, but you can find them definitely under $5 easily. And I've seen Elliot Cruz. He got a Nat King Cole box set recently.
I saw that.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, you may be onto something, Jason. This may be a new trend that you are literally starting right now.
yeah. He's like, these were $2, now they're $7. That's a 350% profit. Look at that. You know,
That's
I'll be going to Half Price Books tomorrow and loading up on Andy Williams, Herb Alpert, Perry Cuomo, Barbara Streisand. It used to be
Neil
Olivia
Diamond.
Newton-John, but when she passed away, all of a sudden those records magically death tax went.
get Neil Diamond because he's not long for this earth.
This is David. You're on. That's it.
Oh man,
David,
diamond in the rough.
Crack the code. We need to set up a list of the guys and gals who are about ready to leave the celestial plane, and we need to buy up every.
Doesn't Johnny L have a picture of Neil Diamond on his wall?
I was gifted a MoFi of this, and I really wanted it because it sounds amazing.
David is
Wow.
what are you holding up, David?
The jazz singer, the soundtrack to the movie.
The Mobile Fidelity.
It's a
right?
MoFi. It's a MoFi. Yep.
Wow. What year did that come out? The MoFi. I didn't know that was a MoFi.
Hey,
That's
it's like-
crazy.
Jose, he had
It's-
that
it
right
sounds
there.
Amazing.
He didn't even have to get up to get that.
It
Well,
was
Chance, I'm gonna start.
A high end.
82 or 82, I think.
Wow.
Hold on, let me turn up.
Dang,
Let me turn up some 15 kilohertz for everybody at
Hang
home.
on
for
a
this
second.
one.
Oh, but is this
Number
it?
71.
Jason's kicking it
So
off.
I'm going to start. I'm going to praise this record here. This is the Barbra Streisand Butterfly record. Okay. This is a great record. Why? Because she covers David Bowie, Life on Mars. Look at that. Just feel it.
And
It's
it's
$1.
literally a stick of butter on a fly on a stick of butter. Am I seeing that right?
That's right. That's right.
I thought that was
She's
a
a
song about her
genius.
political beliefs. I didn't know it was the
Oh,
Bowie
David.
song.
Dang, David.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Jason, how much are you going to sell this record for? We got to set the market now.
Yeah. Absolutely.
We'll sell it as much as like Led Zeppelin Turquoise, probably. We'll just do that.
I don't
Go
think James
high.
Rolling's going to buy it, so that's for sure.
That's right. Go big, go hard.
I mean, Jeffrey Beaumont, comment of the day, like butter. There you go.
Like
That's
butter.
right.
Oh, hang on. We got some live reporting. Devin says the Discogs price just went up. I knew it. See, this is the power. Vinyl communicators. Look at this.
Babs.
When you open the inner, this is what you'll get. Like, that's a surprise. Psychedelic Barbara.
Psych.
You know.
Get sick is what you'll get. Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Oh, man.
It looks like crayons had an orgasm.
Oh, David. Whoa. The children are still awake. What's going on here?
Oh, man, David.
Hey, it's after 8.
That's fair. Wow.
She's
Hey, I gotta
thinking
make
about
up
it.
for
Don't
6
worry.
weeks away. She's thinking about it. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we've talked more Barbra Streisand in this
Get
last
another nose
18
job
months.
or not? No, I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
So much going on.
Oh,
Felipe,
man.
are you glad you joined this live stream? Did you think there'd be so much Barbra Streisand talk? Just being honest.
Better known as BS.
That's funny. Good stuff. Well, that's probably the high water mark for this stream, guys. So we need,
While you're ahead.
yeah, we better quit while we're ahead. Hang on a second. Oh, well, you know what's funny? So what we were trying to do with this live stream, David, about the Instagram, the live feed, Instagram has shut my account down on Vinyl Community Podcast for fraudulent. So they probably think I'm doing something illegal. So that's a lot of fun. So awesome.
Okay.
Wait, you're not buying any more Mazzy mugs, are you? Come on, Chance.
Hang on, Jason. I mean, I wasn't going to do it, but you just called it out.
Oh, no way.
Oh, look at this. Oh, man.
That
Now,
is great.
as I told Mazzy, the quality of this is a little bit circumspect because I'm afraid to wash it because some of the printing material is a little light in the printing department. So I may have to make this a muscle shirt. I might have to like cut
Does
it off.
does that have a registered trademark thing on it? Because if not, Chad's suing. I heard.
Oh God, David, don't even say that. We don't.
You
need
can't take other people's words and profit off of them. I mean, there's a
What's the statute of limitations on that? Is it a month? Is
7
it
years.
Oh shit.
7
Well,
years.
Yeah.
Mazzy, I'm sorry. We just got you.
My pre-law training is coming back to my.
Ouch.
Wow. Savage. Well, guys, I think we've broken new ground again on Surface Noise. We're price setting the market on your dollar bin records. Dollar bin records aren't dollars anymore after this show. But I want to thank our guests. We've had a really fun year of standing this live stream up. A lot of chicanery. We do have a lot of laughs, and hopefully the folks in the gallery have some entertainment value joining us every other Thursday. So wrapping up the year. Got and again, I want to thank my part-time panel who in a pinch came and joined us because Arnaldo is he's vacationing. He's out of the country, so he couldn't join us. And then Jose, he said he might try to join us. I think he's buying another $5 Goodwill collection right now. So, but anyway, I want to thank my guests for joining us for this part. Yeah, right. So for joining us for Surface Noise, the podcast specific part. David, Bianco, back in the saddle, safe and sound Texas audio excursion. Appreciate you coming on.
Yep, welcome.
And then his partner from the same state, the Lone Star State, Louis Golden joined us. Louis, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Thanks, Louis.
And then Felipe, literally his long day at work. And the first thing he did when he came home was got a message from me saying, "You want to do a live stream in like 18 minutes?" And
Why not?
Like a champion, like a vinyl community champion, vinyl champion. That's what the VC really stands for. Felipe, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Chance. A lot of fun.
Thanks, Felipe.
And then Jason, the frequent flyer miles, joining us on location, San Diego, who I'm told San Diego translates to a whale's vagina. I don't know if that's true or not, but I saw it in a movie once, so it's got to be true.
I heard that as well. I can confirm that.
Confirm. So, Jason, thanks for coming on.
Thank you, Chance, for having me.
All right, freestyle time. So if you guys need to drop off, Jason, I know you're like out of town, so feel free. Plus the house.
I can stay on for just a little bit longer, promote some more dollar records, just why not? I just think it should.
When do they come in to tuck the covers for you? What time do they come to drop the candy on your pillow?
Well, I see Jazz Bum Mike talking about Bud Shank. Now, see, there's this Bud Shank record where he's covering Magical Mystery Tour. Now, this record, you can probably get this for under 10. I'm trying to just help Bud Shank out, So
tell me, I literally know nothing about Bud Shank. What can you tell me about Bud Shank? Anybody?
He plays the flute,
That's the shank, I guess.
Yep. And then if you want to hear Full on a Hill with Bud Shank on the flute, get deeper into it. I had no idea there was a mono promo. So, everybody don't be in a hurry.
I think he had that Beatles song. I want to hold your flute.
I mean, I am the walrus, Bud Shank. You know what? I'm going to go, you can make me small. Let me go look it up for everybody and then torture everybody here in the peanut gallery.
Speaking of flutes, a really famous flutist. Is that the plural?
Flautist.
Flautist. Thank you, Louis. Thank you for helping me. Andre 3000 of Outkast apparently or allegedly is putting out an album where he plays the flute, where he admittedly doesn't even know how to play the flute. Have you guys heard this?
Oh, it's out.
Is it out?
And it's already out. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think it was mid-November, right? It came out. It is actually good record.
Felipe's heard it. I knew it.
Well, I mean, I like hip hop. Hip hop was my investment in collection in 2023. It is good. I mean, there's a couple of good interviews of him, talking about the process and learning. Yeah. And he's got deep into Eric Dolphy, Coltrane, Alice Coltrane. Okay. And he just said, guys, I don't feel like rapping anymore. That's what I want to do. And I think that was great. I think it exposes more spiritual music, more, this kind of stuff to a larger audience.
Okay.
But at the same time, he's not doing anything new or genius, but I think it's good as spreading the word.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's apparently true. Again, I heard it in passing and I didn't know if it was a vinyl community, conspiracy theory.
Yeah,
apparently it's a real deal.
I respect the way he released it too. He didn't use his fame and his stardom to the extent that he easily could have to be I'm putting this out, and this. He released it without almost any press at all, and then did some interviews.
And Breakfast is correct. I mean, he's talking about Carlos Nino. Carlos Nino is a very popular musician on the West Coast, more jazz, spiritual. He plays many different instruments. So basically behind it, Andre was sketching, trying many different things. He met Carlos Nino, I think it's a grocery store or something. They befriended. So he invited Carlos over to kind of show how to put this together. So this is how the record kind of came to fruition.
I'm against his flute album because he's using his name, Andre 3000. So, I mean, he's lucky. But if it was this person coming up with the flute album, it would just go straight to the dollar bin. Okay. Karen Jones flute album,
Is that from is that your collection? Are you in Discogs? Is that a collected?
No, I'm just showing other flute albums that should be more popular than Andre 3000. That's all. D flute album. This should be amazing, right? Why isn't this a 10 out of 10 on Pitchfork? I don't know.
Oh, Pitchfork. Let's not even get started about Pitchfork and the scam that Pitchfork is.
Man.
Where's Ian Anderson when you really need him?
This is a better flute album. I would totally get this one. Flute Shine. Look at this. It's oh my gosh.
Like a superhero. It looks like a
flute.
I mean,
look at that looking wolf.
He's got 3 names. Ian Michael Looking Wolf. I mean, that guy sounds either he's an adult actor or he's a serial killer. I mean, and he's a flautist. I mean,
he might be Native American.
I mean, jokes aside, there's been other wow, I've never seen this before. Does everyone know this Herbie man? Look at
I've
this.
never
like a
seen that
Paris-
Herbie Man, but I know the shirtless Herbie Man album.
Why is that record not entitled "The Flute Sniper"?
Yeah,
I
really.
mean, it could be.
Because he's not aiming. He's not looking at me.
Well, that's what it looks like, Felipe. But he may be, shooting somebody off screen. You never know.
Oh man. But I mean, like I give Andre props for trying something new, Like
Somebody had to paint that. Somebody had to paint that picture. Look, okay, here's what the cover is going to be. All right, look, I'm going to be playing my flute. Okay, I'm with you so far. It's a flute album, right? And then there's going to be this kick-ass 1,000-yard scope on it. What do you mean scope? Like I'm going to shoot somebody with it. And then somebody had to paint that. Were you there for the meeting with that? He had to pay for that.
Jason, this is some legendary recall where this was not even part of our show prep. You've got all these flute albums. This guy's, is that John Adams, second president John Adams, flute anthem?
could be, right? Like he's burning the flute. Where is he? Is smoking the flute? I have no idea. This is just,
That is beyond amazing. I mean, these are, I mean, I don't even have the words, guys. I honestly don't have the words for the power of the flute.
I'm just saying there's amazing flute albums out there. We just have to get them.
Again,
No.
setting the market. Jason's setting the market on this stuff.
Wow.
Another thing. When you're saying wow, do you have one more to show us?
Yeah, this is the last one. Okay. I'm not sure what's
all right.
going on here, but there's some sort of ecstasy going on this one.
Appassionata. What is the name of that young lady with a flute at her chin?
I think Jane Rudder, French and Hispanic. Pieces for flute. Oh man. All right, I've had enough. Like I'll stop showing flute records.
So Chris from Record Talk says Benny Goodman rules and Herbie Man drools. That's some strong words.
What? No way. I'm pretty sure a bunch of ladies drooled over this one.
It. Now we're talking. This is a cult classic. Talk about dollar records. There you go.
Push.
Look at that luscious chest sweater. I mean, amazing. Push.
George Carlin's dad or what?
Well, I think Christopher and Chris are right. I'm just Googling flute albums, Okay, I'm done.
That's funny.
I'm glad we've entertained you.
Right.
Well, I think we've killed the flute topic. Let's, so kind of current news. So Vinyl Me Please, which Arnaldo absolutely is on the warpath with right now. They did their their monthly swap coming into January, and the hot record was the Black Sabbath
and it's all
issue, A Master of Reality, and it sold out. So there's a lot of people pissed. They're straight pissed.
They keep screwing up over there, man. I see it on Reddit all the time. It's like they can't count. You know what I mean?
Basic math missing. Yeah.
How do you not know that record's going to swap out? And we only have 1,000 of them. Well, how many people swapped last month? How do you not know that?
Well, I think what's going to happen is even though they said it's sold out though, but I know that when I tried to switch last month with the ZZ Top, right? It was sold out, Louis. And then when I guess a couple of weeks later, I guess it's available now. So I think that's the catch.
That makes it even worse, right? Because they're dumb because they ran out, or they're not telling us something.
Or they don't have command of their supply chain.
Right.
Yeah.
In which case they could easily put limits on things ahead of time and people okay, I know what I'm dealing with then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I'm not trying to floss, not trying to flex, but I did get one because it was my default. My default is the rock track. And hopefully it sounds good. I think that they advertise it as AAA, Ryan K. Smith, all the bells and whistles, purple splatter. I think they even recreated the poster. So it looks like it could be a winner. But as Arnaldo can attest, there's a lot of still QC issues. And they haven't even switched to their own plan unless anything's changed. But, they're still, months
February,
behind.
March. Yeah, March probably.
Yeah, so they're still probably using GZ, I think, is probably their lead dog in that one. Or unless they're using, what's the one that Metallica bought in Virginia? Furnace? Maybe because I know they they didn't offshore, but the Pearl Jam Yield they were saying was going to be the first release out of the VMP plant. Didn't happen, so they had to schlep it over to Furnace to execute. So
I went to a really nice pressing plant here in Addison, Texas last week.
Yeah, what's that called? I was looking
video on hand-drawn records.
Yes, I've been looking online. I've been preliminarily deciding where I'm going to press my record. So
yeah, I have contacts there, Louis, if you want.
Sweet.
They're, they're good. They're really, really great for small artists. They're perfect.
I've decided I'm going to do all the things that I can do as far as interesting color, like art, like our best artwork, and sleeve and all that stuff too.
Well, tell us where you're at in that process, Louis. Are you recording? Are you like where are you at in the album?
So I'm still playing my set live and everything, but I'm still writing. So I've got some writing workshops that I'm going to be in January and February, and then throughout the rest of the winter, I'm just going to keep writing. And then during the spring and summer, I'm going to boil it down to whatever will fit, 12 songs, and pick those, and then figure out where I'm going to record them. I'm going to do at least most of them here with session players.
Nice. Exciting. Cool.
But there's a place in Winnipeg that I'd love to go to called No Fun Club. If you just search No Fun Club on YouTube, for some reason they have an absolutely state-of-the-art, amazing studio. And when I say state-of-the-art, I don't mean like digital or whatever. They have great analog stuff, and they have attractive prices for people who are flying out of town to stay there. They even have dorms and everything. It's ridiculous. Yes. But you can see that for yourself if you look at it on YouTube. It's really great. I'd love to go there. I already worked with one of the engineers there on one song. Oh, okay. So hopefully, if you guys just give me all your money, then we can expedite this process a little bit faster.
Louis, did you miss the part of the program where I'm going to literally be selling plasma to afford the record I'm after?
Yeah, but that's where I'm at, writing.
So David, you may know the answer to this because my limited knowledge of like smaller plants, like minimum run, is it 300 pieces? Is that usually where a lot of these pressing? Yeah,
200 to 300. Yeah.
Okay. So Louis,
I'll do 200. I'm going to do 200.
Okay. Nice. Well,
200 or 250. It doesn't matter. I'm counting on you to buy one.
I mean, can I pre-buy one? I mean, it's better to hit me now before I have to like start, selling my baby batter on black market, I guess. But that's exciting stuff.
We're gonna have anonymous concert buddies running around the planet.
I mean, you're going to. Who's to say you don't already? I mean, you've heard how many records I have. I mean, who knows? Yeah. There's going to be a lot of bald, blue-eyed jabronis walking around.
Jabronis.
Yeah. Well, look who it is. Andy Williams Fan Club President, Wyoming Dave. How are you?
Hey, yeah. How are you doing, Chance?
I'm good. Thanks for coming on. Are you here to flex those dollar records? Were you really getting hot under the collar? Now, son of a bitch. Hang on, Dave.
What?
Chris, we need you to get up here. We need to have full Texas representation. We got to get it. We've got 2 of the 3. And Jazz Bum Mike's was here earlier. We could have had full Jazz Bum representation. This could have been a real high watermark in the vinyl community. Come on.
You see Jason's logo, Sad for Life Records. I mean,
I don't know what's going on. I think that Made is back, and I think he's going to be about another minute and a half. So let's let him have a little fun time. Shane Rocky is here. Yeah, what's up? Hey, Shane.
Here you go, Chance.
For Pete's sake, Dave. Dave, we don't need. Yeah. Oh gosh,
he's got a luscious V of hair.
A luscious V
from his chest, his chest pubes down to his ball fro.
You have that on the ceiling of your bedroom. What is going on here?
Oh, Dave! My goodness, I can't believe you. How dare you come onto this stream? This is the children are still awake watching this presentation. And you had to show a physical manifestation of a luscious chest sweater. Come on now. What are you doing?
Some people in the chat are talking about Octave Records.
Octave Records. Okay.
That's Paul McGowan's PS Audio's label.
Yeah, PS Audio,
yeah.
I have to assume that they make good sound.
They've got a studio, I think, too.
Yeah. They're really good. Mostly CDs, but they press vinyl as well.
And you can get the DSDs from them too.
Yes, I think you can actually choose the type of files you want.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any PS Audio gear? on the panel?
I don't have one, but I use the phone stage, the Stellar. It's really good. It's very silent.
I was
very easy to
thinking-
adjust.
I was thinking of getting the Sprout. It's their all sort of all-in-one solution, and I figured if I'm going to just stay in the mid-range, you know what I mean? Like if I'm not going to commit to building a really stellar system over the next 5 or so years, then I mean that would be a great place to start.
They were running really good specials around Thanksgiving. I think this phone stage was like $1,500 off.
Oh wow,
it was really good. Yeah.
So how expensive is it if they can give you $1,500 off?
Initially it was $2,500. Now I think they raised to $3,000.
Okay.
So, but it was for $2,000.
Patrick, that's good to know. I'll have to talk to him about that.
So, yeah, Patrick says, didn't Putterman have problems with the Sprout? Is that, I don't know. I can only go off of what I'm being told here.
Well,
Sounds like a line out of Seinfeld. The Drake. Didn't he have problems with the Drake? I hate the Drake.
I like Trader Joe's better than Sprouts.
Here we go. This is how it starts. You guys are talking all that gear stuff. You guys are gonna make me want to spend some money. Hey, Jason, I do have a question for you before you leave us. No rush, but you had said before we got on, you did pick up some records. Where have you been looking out there in San Diego?
Wait, you want me to show those records?
Well, Jose's not here, so I feel like a vacuum of record showing, and so yeah, unless it's Herbie Mann and that chest sweater, I really don't need to see that twice in one show.
Let me go get him here. I'll hold up. Just hold up.
Right,
Let's talk. Wyoming Dave, please show the Flute album again, and then I'll come back.
No, Dave, we're gonna get taken down. The YouTubes are gonna. I already got taken down by
Where'd Jason
Instagram.
go? Jason's gone or what?
Oh, he got repulsed. He got a little stomach sick from seeing that chest sweater. Yeah, wow. I got to write a nice nasty email to old StreamYard because they were promising me I could do Instagram streaming, and now they've jacked up my account. But
Jason, you really want to say it again?
no, Dave, no, please. We don't want. Listen, we're not even getting a lot of likes on this show, so we need all the help we can get. Let's not scare people.
Jimi Hendrix, cool.
So this is, I believe, the 1960. Is this 68 or 1969 track?
59.
Greatest hits stereo. I didn't know that the stereo sounded like ass, so it's too late now. Too late to give it back. I mean, I know the guy. So let me back up here. There was a market in Ocean Beach, which I believe is west from San Diego. I went down there, saw an old friend of mine. He was selling records, and then I picked this one up. It's pretty cool. And then I also picked up People Love Him. Maybe He Should Stay in the Dollar Bin. Madman Across the Water. Both of these are all UK pressings, so it's pretty cool.
Oh, okay,
Cool.
So fascinating. Like I wanted to help him out. Like he's gotten married, has a kid now, and he was like, "Oh, I haven't seen you around." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't live in San Diego anymore." It's like, "Oh, okay." And then, I was trying to help him sell some records. Like there was some guy looking through the Grateful Dead, and I was like, "You gonna pass up Shakedown Street? Really?"
No way. Come on.
Oh no, I need that.
But it was like $40, and then I was like, "Man, $40 for Shakedown Street? Wow, times have changed, I guess."
It used to be a $25 record. Now it's 40 to 50 easy.
Yeah. So I mean, these were a little bit pricey, and I could tell that he wanted to give a deal to me, but his wife stepped in. She just looked at me like, cash or charge. I was like, whoa, okay.
Yeah, because now I've seen that on the other way. If you go to actually it happened to me a couple weeks ago at the show, is the wife was there and this guy was trying to haggle him on price on this Elvis record I have, and I was down to $30 off, and he had to look at his wife and he's like, and she's like, no, we'll take that deal. Like she did. I've seen that multiple times. The wife steps in and is like, no, we're here to sell records. We're not here to chicken scratch it. So worked out.
Yeah.
So that's funny. So only 2 records, huh?
Very disciplined. I mean, I was pulling some stuff out, but then I was trying to I want to help my friend out. Hadn't seen him in a while, but some of these prices, I don't know, but I was like, well, I would actually listen to those 2 records,
I like it. I like it. So you're
Oh yeah, definitely. It is a great record. I mean,
Well,
if
it
no
is a
one
great
knows
album.
that
Tiny Dancer,
the
right?
title cut,
Yeah, Tiny
Razorface.
Dancer,
Yeah. I mean, this is an amazing record. I mean,
over 50 years old. That's what 72 when that came out. 73.
yes, I believe so. I mean, it's even got the booklet. Like, I'm not Jose. We're not going to flip through this. Okay, but I mean, this is pretty cool. Like this record, it's got the booklet. Like whoever owned this took good care of it.
Sweet. So that's what we call a vinyl success story, Jason. That's a VSS. Oh, you know what also is VSS? Vinyl Storage Solutions.
Oh, here it comes.
Save 10% using the code ConcertBuddy10 or VCP10. VSS, Vinyl Storage Solutions.
Oh, I was gonna buy those. I was gonna buy those 2-pocketers that you were hyping, but they were out. I feel like waiting.
Guys, I mean,
Those
listen.
are the best. Can beat those.
Thank you, Felipe. Did you say they're the best?
It took me 3 years, but it's lived all my collection with their stuff.
Felipe, I knew we were friends for a reason, and you are speaking the hot truth. Vinyl Storage Solution is where it's at, and like Louis just said, the dual pocket, my go-to, it's out. So listen, I've got some extras. If you really need them, Louis, I'll only charge you a 7.2% markup.
I'll have to crunch the numbers with my accountant.
and the convenience fee, right? Change.
I got a hot take on that though. I don't like the flap. I don't want the sealed flap.
So you just want like a traditional sleeve with a second pocket.
Yeah.
Interesting. I know some people there. Maybe I'll float that to them and see.
I don't know how you would manufacture that differently, but
well, because they have one that is a sleeve that has a flap, but it's tuckable.
Yeah,
think about that, tuckable.
Just as annoying.
Yeah, I don't like those, but maybe they just cut it off. I don't know.
Until that strip comes off that it tucks under, then you're really screwed.
Oh, Christopher, again, I know why this is why we're friends. I love Vinyl Storage Solution sleeves. He started buying the 2 3/4 dual pocket for everything. Now, I do have to say, I did try the gatefold sleeves, not for me. The gatefold sleeves, I know some people really like them, but they didn't have good enclosure points. They're the tuckables. I didn't like, sorry. I got to be honest. I got to be transparent in my endorsement. But Novice Nick is correct. I am tuckable. Like Buffalo Bill, I am tuckable. Put the lotion in the basket, Nick.
I'm with Patrick on this. I don't like the flaps in general, and I especially don't like the adhesive ones. Because like when I'm playing the record, I like to pull out the thing and hang out with it. You know what I mean?
But on airplanes, I like flaps. So it's just, you got to be selective. You want to come down, you better have some flaps. You want to go up, you better have some flaps.
We're a pro. This is a pro flap presentation. Wyoming Dave, where do you stand on flaps?
I've never had any sleeves of flaps.
Well, Dave, we're gonna, you know what, 2024 vinyl resolution, we're gonna fix that. Even if I have to send you some samples from my friends in Canada at Vinyl Storage Solutions.
I'm sure he's gonna put a $3 sleeve on a $1 record. Come on.
Now that is vinyl collecting in 2024.
My records are worth $3,000, but my enclosures are worth $7,000.
Chance highlight Patrick's comment. But
hang on. PB Thal, let's keep it that way, Dave. PB Thal's looking out for you. He's trying to keep you on the straight and narrow. Don't listen to my hustle.
Thanks, Patrick.
No flaps.
No flaps. Christopher Hill Piper says the 13-inch single pocket. I do have some 13-inch, but I'm pro flap. I don't mind the flap. I'm okay with it. Yeah. Good stuff. So, guys, what's going on the holiday agenda? Jason is out of town. Are you going to be out of town the full duration, Jason?
Possibly. Possibly being out of town. Probably going. I guess this is new. Like psychedelic horseshit. My old band has gotten together. We recorded an album. Need help finishing it. Like tying up loose ends.
Nice.
And hopefully that'll come out in 2024. I'll give signed copies to my VC buddies because I'm that kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? Some VCLT.
Ooh, I like it straight from the
and
artist.
we'll number it too. Like put that gold stamp on the back. Number it. Pull that BMP kind of stuff.
I'm doing
Go hard.
Language. Can you name them? Can you number them? So then, like, Vinyl Me Please, you run out, and then you don't number them. So then,
well, you got to do it. You got to pull it like the White Album, like A0001. You see what I'm saying? And then Second
Well-
pressings will be B, you know.
Vinyl Me Pleases is going to say 1,000 something on the back.
That is an accurate statement. Or as Arnaldo told me in an off the record hot take, he said that whatever. Well, Jason, you remember the record he got that was supposed to be numbered? I think it was the Dolly Parton record. That
Yeah,
they,
the Rockstar box set.
Yeah. So they had a Vinyl Me Please exclusive, probably colorway, and Arnaldo got it, and he wasn't the only one. I read on one of the forums that apparently Audible at the last minute, apparently they didn't number it, and it wasn't like an exclusive, and so people were raging, you know, like of course first world problems, and Vinyl Me Please didn't even like say in advance. It was only when they started getting some of that online flack that then they're like, oh yeah, by the way. It's like, come on, like you said, Louis, like this is just basics. Come on.
Well, you could tell what happened because based on what Arnaldo said, what happened was they were already knee deep in the manufacturing process, and somebody from Dolly Parton's management said, "Whoa, you can't do that. You can't put any of your dumb shit on our amazing record."
Mine was marked 46 DD.
That was approved.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so but then instead of like owning up to
Mandates.
it, they're like, oh, because what are they gonna say? You know, we screwed up by not asking permission to do something like this.
I know. Hey, Jason, how do you please to this one? Leland's in the gallery. He says psychedelic horseshit UHQR ?
I can't afford Chad, so can't even go there. Can't even touch it.
What if they did like a third shift run where there's probably more QC issues? Could you think you could float that one maybe?
Right, all the non-fill issues you can want.
Like a buffet of non-fill, all you can.
That's right. Bumped corners, right? You know.
Hey, speaking of our friends in Salina, David, I know you have an ear to that part of the country. What happened with the Steely Dan UHQR getting delayed? The one that was supposed to come out this month.
Oh, the Gaucho?
Yeah, Gaucho. Yeah.
Well, let's just say Atlantic 75th.
So they ran out of capacity. Is that kind of what happened?
Yeah, I mean, the Atlantic 75th thing was actually supposed to happen much sooner this year, but there were a lot of logistical issues, not with QRP or Chad, but with Atlantic saying go. And because of that, it kind of backs up all the scheduling, kind of thing.
Okay.
So, because Gaucho on Universal released on December 1st, so they
hit their true date.
Interesting. Yeah.
Interesting. Well, how side note, since you said it, are you finding your 75th I guess subscription? Is that how they position? How are you finding it? Do you like it? Yeah,
no, very good. I've had really everything I've got has been really flat and quiet, and all of them sound really good. I'd say some sound better than the other versions to some degree, and then some are closer. Like the first Phil Collins had a much bigger gap in how much better it was than this last one, for example. And I'm doing Bad Company and Lamb Lies Down right now. So it sounds like you're happy with your investment so far. Okay. Yep. Nice. Yeah, I've gotten a couple of the titles. Jason knows this because I was talking with them back and forth. I was considering the subscription, but in the end, there were just some titles that I had no business owning, to be honest with you. I got that problem. The next 3 coming out, I've looked at that are coming out, and I'm like, I'm not even going to review them probably. So what are you going to do? Are you going to offload those? I might. Okay, potentially. Yeah, it's a low number, so yeah. Oh, ooh, you got in early, huh? Can I ask this? Do you have a lower number than Michael 45? I have no idea what his number is. Well, no, I think Michael said is on a stream somewhere. I think his is like in the 400s or something like that. Mine's 308. Okay. Look at that. Yeah. I'm just curious. Yeah. It's not a measuring contest. I'm just curious because I think some people. No, and I did the one where you pay as you go as opposed to the one where you paid up front because 1 to 250. 1 to 250 was the lump sum, and I wasn't going to do that. But I get free shipping, so that's good. Nice. And the other thing is I get low numbers on future items I buy as a subscriber. So what kind of future items, like outside of this? Let's say Gaucho, I'll get a lower number on Gaucho, for example. Oh, so anything you've already ordered outside of this series? Yeah, as a subscriber, yeah.
So yeah, if you ever bought any subscription from Chad, you're a subscriber, you always get first grabs.
Yeah.
Good to know. To know. PB Thal, he's here. Here's here for the flex party. 378. Look at that. All right.
Okay.
I like it.
There we go.
Felipe, how speaking of QC issues, I know we've talked about this. You're a third man guy. I've heard some talk lately that they think things the third man QC issues have been better. What's been your experience? I know you're a Vault member. Have you been getting anything outside of the Vault?
I got a 3-on-3 series. They all came fine. I get some of the regular releases as well, and I don't remember from the top of my the Verve by request, right?
Yeah, the Verve by request is the one that's getting a lot of heat because some of these are not coming out well.
I'm not getting all the titles again. I'm being very selective, just getting what I want. The ones I got were fine, but I think yes. I mean, there's some being defective or noisy. I haven't heard them. So let's say in the 313, people criticizing the Ted Jones, but the recording was crap. That the record is not going to sound great. I mean, the best you can do is to EQ kind of okay,
sure,
make a flat and signed record, but the sound is not going to get better.
Yeah, I wish more people understood that.
Right. So yeah, I mean, even though geez, they sound like total trash. But I think in a sense too, I mean, it happens, guys. You know, just request a refund or request a replacement, you know, from anybody.
Or a time machine to go back and record it right.
Yeah, whatever they can do, right?
Well, for the low price of $4,438, we have a DeLorean out in the parking lot.
Exactly. So you know, I think people, and I think some pressing plants just because they have a reputation, they get kind of free pass to anything, and other ones because they don't have a good reputation, people just trash them regardless. I mean, I don't remember having a bad GZ record. Guys can say whatever, but I have no problem with GZ pressings. They're good.
I mean, you got the golden touch. Now Jazzbum Chris, he said he had to get replacements for 2 of the 4 313 series. So there you go.
Yeah.
Not good. What do you say? They were warped and had mad distortion in sections. See, I mean,
yeah.
Unacceptable, Jack. What are you doing over there?
Yeah, I mean, I had no Fear Music Matters record I had to replace, so that happens, you know.
Yeah. No, listen, QC things are going to happen. I think. I think one thing that's kind of been interesting development as we've become more connected with this vinyl community and this online in general is that people are quick to. It's like Yelp reviews. Like people rarely Yelp like a very good experience, just a good experience. But boy, they'll tell you if their waiter didn't fill their water. Or if
it's an event, right?
Right, the same thing. If I get a warped record, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it's because of the internet too. Because like we, as people who are into vinyl, invite this kind of shit because it's an antiquated.
Exactly.
Still have to touch it. Still have to smash it. Still have to, put it in a sleeve. That there's going to be way more QC issues no matter what with these than there were with CDs. CDs got into the jewel case without ever being touched by human hands. You know what I mean?
Yeah. CDs are mostly like, I opened the case, my CD is missing, and then it's something like that, right?
Yeah. If you got a CD that was fucked up, then you know that 10,000 of them were fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. So Breakfast King Loyola says, I'm getting a behind-the-scenes tour at Third Man next month. We'll report back. Good. We're going to hold you to it. I want to hear all about it. I want to know if they're wearing hairnets. They're wearing gloves.
Yeah.
If they're not
breathing, are they allowed to breathe when they're working?
If you see any, if you see any pee bottles near the machines, like Amazon workers, you tell us because we need to get the labor folks over there in Detroit. We're not going to stand for pee bottles in our vinyl production facility.
How the hell do you think they get yellow vinyl?
Just go in there and yell for Jack White. Just ask, Jack, I'm here. Where are you?
Talk to his brother. He's there.
Oh no! His brother owns like an igloo house, like out somewhere in Detroit. Did you know about that?
Did not. No, he's one of like a lot of
gosh.
kids. That's all I know. I know he's like the baby of the family or something, right?
Yeah,
Wait, are we shitting on him because it's an igloo or?
You know what? Because you want to know about this, I'm going to look it up for you, Louis.
I thought it was cooler when you said igloo. I didn't get you there.
Yeah. Okay. I got one in the garage.
Okay, guys, I'm going to drop out.
All right, Felipe, thank you. Thanks for joining you. We're doing a home and away. You came on this show. I will come by the stream tomorrow night, Jazz Bums. I think it'll be my second appearance. So don't beat me up on the jazz stuff too much. Remember, I've been shamed in the Discord to not even talk jazz. So I don't beat me up too much.
We have threads for everybody.
Excellent. Excellent. So thanks, Felipe, for coming on, buddy. See you
Thank
later.
you, guys. Have a good night.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Later. See ya.
Does this qualify me to go on?
It does.
Well, we're gonna have to probably run that by the home office, I'm afraid.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, Russell, what's going on, pal? Sorry.
Yeah, congrats on the 1K there, Chance. I think we got to
Oh.
mention that.
Oh, listen, I couldn't have done it without the people who've been very supportive, people who actually find value or I don't know, humor, or I don't know, just like making fun of me privately. Anyway, without
There we go. Embrace everything. Your fans, the trolls, just
well, it's funny you said
Self-hug.
that, Jason. Yeah, so yeah, big self hug. Yeah, if you do it this way, it looks like you're like you've got like right.
That's
I
a cool
accept
house.
this award on behalf of my fans.
So this is probably a good time to announce my OnlyFans is going to be starting up now. Now that I've hit 1,000,
I think you're going to lose money on that.
Well, if you thought Herbie Mann had a luscious chest sweater, wait till you see this panda bear. This
So,
panda bear.
okay, so
Oh,
Jack
wow.
White's brother not only owns a geodesic dome, but he built it.
Okay.
Wow. I mean,
So
like,
why- so why are we? So we're shitting on him for this now?
No.
Well, what I'm trying to
Not
tell you
everybody
is
can be Jack White.
it's kind of like it's a sore thumb in the middle of the city. That's what I'm trying to. Yeah, that not everyone can be Jack White.
It looks like it's in the middle of a field.
Chance, can you hit the link and
oh
maybe
yeah,
show everybody?
yeah.
I
Hang
got-
on a second.
yeah.
Oh, hang on. I got to go over here. Let me
I'm
copy.
signed
Detroit
out of
News.
YouTube, so I'd have to go back there. To look
Hang
at
on. I got to copy.
And then you bring up eyesore in Detroit.
That's got.
I'm not
That's
talking about
oxymoron.
Eminem. That's what I'm trying to say here.
oh,
This
hang
isn't-
on.
It's
I
not
got
on 8 Mile. Let's
Hang
be
on. I
honest.
got a 404, Jason. Page not found. This Detroit News link.
You didn't
What?
copy it right. You didn't copy it right.
Oh,
It
You
works
shit.
just
for me.
click the link. Just click it.
All right, there it is. Hang on. I got to pull it over here. Listen, guys. I'm technologically challenged sometimes.
This might be Chance's first day on Earth.
Or his last.
I mean, David, you're probably closer to that. You know what I'm talking about. All right, let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see. So let's do present.
It's not burned out. It doesn't fit in the neighborhood.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Let me go back to this. All right, let me
There we
hide
go.
this here. So, is there a picture? Yeah, let's go.
We
Hang
can
on.
see it. Yeah, we can see
Hold
it.
up. I'm gonna make a Control Plus. I know what I'm doing, guys. Watch this.
Move
See?
it up.
Zoom.
He
Yeah,
built
make
it
fun
and
of me,
somebody
but I'm
bought
not-
it.
Move it up. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
I've never
Look
seen
at
that
this.
before.
Dave,
I mean,
Dave,
it kind of resembles Icky Thump. If you don't know what an Icky Thump is, this could be it.
I mean, would any of you guys live in this domicile? I don't know. It looks like it looks like a polygamous paradise. I don't know
If the
what
price is right, what did it sell for? Let's Zillow that shit. If you scroll down, there's the address. Just put it into Zillow.
Oh my gosh, you guys! This is an on-demand situation. Let's see.
This is
Well,
man,
we
this is worse than
seriously-
following Colecco.
Oh no, David, that is the bottom of the VC barrel. I got to be honest, and I do it all the time, as you've seen on this show. All right, Zillow, hang on. Listen, guys. I'm gonna do this because Louis, our guest.
I beat you to it. 320,000.
Hang on, you already got it. Oh man,
320.
Is that with plumbing?
Yeah.
It's with a sunroof. What are you talking about?
Is there an outhouse? Like what? Yeah. Is there a plumbing situation? Is there any other? Oh, here's some more pictures.
I don't know. I'm not.
There's
There
multiple.
it is.
That looks like Dolly Parton laying down in the
He's
park.
building a complex.
This is a cult. This is a birth of a cult.
Yeah.
Look at this thing. Oh, hang on, it's boarded up.
It's a garage. No, oh yeah, it's boarded up. That's awesome.
Surprise! Surprise!
Yeah, this dome is fucking up my view of those silos in the back.
Oh my gosh! I'm sure those are train tracks too somewhere.
That's 3 Mile Island back there.
Wow! Well, David, I think it's 8 Mile. Have you ever seen Eminem that movie?
Oh, I know what 8 Mile is in Detroit. I know that. I know that road. I've driven that road.
Well, listen. Anybody who wants to live in an igloo that's not made of ice, I mean, all you can do is just tip of the cap because that's a bold move, Cotton, as they say.
David is hilarious.
Oh, Novice Nick says move it to Texas or Louisiana. I don't know. I think they got better sense in those states, you know they? Hey, Jason Arsenal, how are you, sir? One of my favorite.
There he is.
Oh, here we go. Hang on. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Now we're cooking. We got to get some jazz bum representation. Hold please. Let me get you the link, pal.
It's the
Chris replacing Felipe, right?
it's the jazz handoff.
Yeah.
That's right.
Here comes the baton. I think I got you.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Come on up, man. Let's do it. Has Kanye bought this? Rev Carl, has Kanye bought this? Kanye, I did see he wants to start his own community somewhere. Did you guys see that? I don't know if it's in like Montana or wherever else he's been.
I saw the last I saw Kanye, he was wearing some interesting.
Kanye was living in Cody, Wyoming for a bit.
That Wyoming, that's where it is. Yeah, Dave, did you go hang out with him? You guys wearing like those Michelin coats and stuff? No.
Well, the last thing I saw him wearing was some headgear that was questionable.
Chris, what's going on, sir?
Chris.
Hey, what's up?
This jazz bums at night. I like the setup. I like it. The illumination.
Jazz bums in charge.
No, I was talking about Third Man. I haven't had really great experience with the Verb. Well, there's a couple of different problems. The Verb by Request series, I've got a bunch of them, and I think, let me think, I probably got 6 or 7 of them. Probably maybe not a bunch, but I think I've replaced a couple of those, because they were really warped or there were something wrong with them or whatever. Sure. But then the John Schofield that came out of the Agogo, I think it's called. I have that here somewhere.
Are you buying these? Are you buying these direct? Or are you buying them through Amazon, or are you getting
Amazon? Well, here's the trick: buy them from Amazon because every other one's going to be fucked up. So
inside tip.
This is such a great record too, musically, but this is total garbage. This is the worst reissue I've ever purchased. And here's why.
Just because of the vinyl, it's like warped.
No. No, the problem is there's like, I don't know if you'll be able to tell or not, but like it doesn't look like it's that close to the the label as far as like how much information they put on it.
Yeah.
But it's like 28 minutes on a side.
Oh.
They had to really lower the volume.
Fit it in.
When they cut the lacquer, and it's kind of noisy vinyl to begin with. So like when you turn this up to a reasonable volume, like on my little cheap stereo, I listen to, like kind of loudish, and it's like at a 50.
Mm-hmm.
For this, I had to turn it up to like a 65 to get to the same volume, and then really all you hear is the noise of the record carrying the music. So this one had that problem. There was a Don Cherry that Notes and Tones had got that has the same problem. So that's not like QC. That's just bad.
That's just bad execution.
Bad QC, but it's like, is anybody listening to the test pressings of these things at all?
Christmas tree is spinning.
Well, I heard like, what is it? You either Verve has to send some person down there to kind of like do the QC, because what Esposito told me is that Tone Poet, when they press at RTI, Joe Hartley sends a guy to RTI.
Quality guy.
And does some random QC, you know what I'm saying? And that would be very beneficial, right? Like you go there, maybe the first 100, first 500, you see what I'm saying? Just
walks in there and fires somebody on the spot. You're like, get the fuck out of here.
Get your lunch out of the fridge and fired.
Anybody else want to fuck some records up?
I haven't heard that. I mean, I know like Joe definitely gets test pressings at RTI. He gets all the classic series too and listens to those. And then who are we talking to? Oh, Nick. Gone blank on his last name. Nick, the guy from Kraft that does all the box sets. All the Kraft box sets. He does the same thing. Gets test pressings and listens to them and all that. So I wonder who the guy is for that.
2 color changing lights, and it spins.
Just one color changing light, man.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I need a shrine like that for every holiday, because he does one for every holiday.
Yeah, it's my wife, man, not me. I have to give all the credit to my wife for that.
That's too funny.
But anyway, like I like the Verb by Request series, though. I mean, there's some records in it that are just like,
you got to put all the Texas guys on the same side. This is like
super expensive.
This is like VC Civil War. We've got the Texans and we've got the non. Well, actually, Jason, you're a Texan too. You're not in Texas right now, so
that's right.
Wyoming, Dave, it's just me and you on an island right now.
Can you put me in the north then? In that case?
We'll swap it back up. There you go. Oh, funny. Well, that's a shame about that. I mean, I what's the last Third Man record I got? I remember I did have to do the Amazon game and send it back. Like you're saying, Chris, you got to keep sometimes get back until you get one. But I had the same issue. I hate to say it, but I got that Tone Poet, that last Lee Morgan one they put out, and I had to return 3 copies back to Amazon, and I just gave up because every one I got was warped. And I'm like, and usually the Tone Poets have been great.
Yeah.
It was my first Tone Poet disaster, so I don't know.
I'm trying to get a record pie for Christmas because I mean, there's just the amount of warped records these plants are pushing out is kind of crazy. Or I'm just super unlucky.
Well, that sucks.
I got the Mingus 75th, Atlantic 75th series in the first. I expect records to have a little bit of warp to them sometimes, a little dish warp. It's like no big deal. But these were pretty substantial, and if I'm paying $60,
no kidding,
record, I kind of want a flat record, or at least flat-ish.
It was like dish warped, like badly.
Well, yeah. One of them was more than just dish warp, but me myself was just like, kind of like,
wow,
doing that number. I mean, it tracked, but it was still, like I was streaming it on YouTube, and people in the peanut gallery was like, "Wow, that's warped as hell. I can see your stylus bouncing along." So it is what it is.
Hey, Jazz Bum Chris, I found the original.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. That's really
you got an awesome. Look at you,
Yeah.
Dave, coming in clutch. Look at that.
Yeah.
I think it's pronounced Mingus.
Mingus. Oh yes, that is right.
No.
Mingus.
You guys have been.
I just emailed them. They sent me out replacements. The replacements were warped too, but it's not as bad. So it's
fine. Oh, come
it's
on.
fine. But the thing that was weird is like Chad was on somebody's being interviewed by somebody. Oh, Ken McCallum.
Yeah.
Right. And he's asked him about it, and he's like, "Well, there may be some more problems than usual, but I don't know. Maybe somebody stored them in a hot warehouse." I was like, "Dude, it's your warehouse. So what the fuck you doing?" Like,
Yeah,
we're stored in some mystery warehouse.
to which my response would be, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like you just tell me your manufacturing problems, and then I have to deal with them. Fuck that.
It was hot in Kansas.
Put some fucking air conditioning in the goddamn warehouse, then.
No, I thought the Mingus was one of the ones pressed at RTI.
Not the first, whatever, 2000 of them or whatever. Mine's got a QRP sticker on it.
I don't know the science, but doesn't it have to be pretty hot for records to just magically warp?
I don't know. What I've heard is that that happens when, it happens with the 180 gram stuff anyway, right? Like we've all seen.
I mean, direct sunlight's one thing, but like sitting in a 90-degree warehouse shouldn't do anything.
I've heard
Not if they're stacked properly, no.
Yeah.
I've also
And
heard
those
that-
have loose bags. Those aren't tight shrinked either.
Just throwing them on the floor. Now it's our problem.
Now the Genesis 4 LP was tight ass shrinked. I mean, it is tighter than a German
Drum.
Virgin. Gluten tight.
I went with
Gluten
drum.
tight. Drum. Okay.
I
need some more Diet Coke.
Get this guy some Diet Coke. Did you guys? I know Patrick showed it on one of his streams. Did people who bought that Genesis any issues? Have you guys heard any? David, did you have any issues with yours?
I had no issues.
Okay.
I've had no issues with any of mine, frankly.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Well, Chris, what's going on the stream tomorrow? Felipe has strong-armed me into making an appearance, and I figure it's time.
Yeah. Rachel's going to join us. Fifi. Walter, you go, Jazzy.
Oh, Fifi's going to be there? Oh, Fifi has promised to come on this stream, and I don't know why Fifi is ducking me. I think
Fifi only likes jazz, bro. So you gotta.
I gotta get more hip to the jazz. I think it's probably my problem.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Awesome. Now I'm looking forward to it.
Maybe we'll have. I've given up the long stream after Borden's 24-hour.
Oh,
yeah, he kind of broke it. That's like a Cal Ripken. That is the Cal Ripken. Yeah. That is the Steph Curry. That is he just put it out.
Contract.
Yeah.
That was.
Me and him did one that was like 10 hours long once, but I thought that was long.
Chance, this background you got that's moving makes it look occasionally like someone's stuff is moving into the other person's block. It's really weird. It's like an optical illusion.
Oh, yeah.
I think David's been smoking some ganja over there.
Hey, David, is it edibles going on down there? Probably not.
Did you say panties? I'm sorry.
Oh, wow. Coming in hot. Oh, man. Hang on. JJ did a 48-hour stream. The JJ that RIP JJ, that guy?
Didn't he
JJ Walker
years ago? While ago, yeah.
48 hours. I mean, what kind of what kind of OTC stuff does somebody got to be on to do 40?
I mean, if you got like an 8 ball of meth, you could pull that off.
Wow.
Do they measure meth in 8 balls?
Yes. Well, they used to back in my day. I don't know.
Wyoming Dave, we're gonna ask your opinion. Where do you weigh in? Can they send a meth in an 8 ball? Do you know?
How many joints are in a lid?
2, man.
You roll big joints?
Yeah.
Our judges say that's okay. They roll big joints.
I thought we were talking about pool when you said 8 ball. I didn't know what you.
Well, I hope the children have been put to bed at this point, or else we're really setting
Some
the bar.
important lessons.
This is true. This is true. It's community service.
Yeah.
Oh, funny stuff. Well, guys, I think we got a few more minutes, but I think I'm gonna probably cap it at 2. But
Okay.
Final comments for 2023. David Bianco. Good year, bad year in record collecting. How's it been for you?
No, it's been a good year, and it's been interesting year to meet a lot of the people in the VCs. We're really a great part of the process, and I know there's going to be people next year going to some of the shows. Matter of fact, I got a list of all the regional shows I need to send you guys as well.
Yeah, please. Because the only one I've ever seen is it vinyl shows or vinyl guide or something. I just Googled it, and it looks very like 1996 website kind of thing.
Yeah, no, this is actually has the links and the dates to get tickets in the whole 9 yards.
Yeah,
so.
send them my way,
it's a
please.
text. The other thing is there's a Northwest Audio Fest that's going to be in the Dallas area in March, equipment wise, which is the first time, but it's really weird. It really has not been promoted that much. It's really kind of concerning. I would have thought Austin might have been a little better, location for it, frankly.
What about Houston?
Oh, that's going to be in Dallas.
It's going to be in Dallas, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Southwest Audio Show, I think it's called. So we'll see. It'll be interesting. I'm definitely going to go to that. So, but I think the main thing, Chance, actually is, I'm burning in the upgrade to the cartridges I got, and that's been a real revelation.
Difference maker, game changer.
Yeah, I got a microline cartridge. So the truth of the matter is there's albums that in some ways sound worse now in a way because, that I need to really get a good cleaner. So I'm looking at that. What is it called? Kermis? Kermis. Yeah, the Kermis. I'm looking at that one. Record restoration, I think they call it, more than a cleaner. But anybody has any info on it or used it, let me know. I'm kind of curious.
Exciting. Good stuff. Chris, how's this past year been for your record collecting? Is there some high water marks, low water marks? Sounds like this third man stuff is closer to the low water marks.
I wouldn't say third man. I mean, I think overall I've been satisfied with the price for that stuff. The problem with it is if you compare it to the Blue Note Classic series, it misses the mark.
Oh,
right?
Sure.
Like if you look, to me, jazz reissues that are under $30, if they're not as good as the Blue Note Classics, they're not doing it right because it's obviously possible. But anyway, it's been a fine year. I've bought way too many records. I'm going to try to do a purge soon, actually, of 300 or 400 records probably. Over the
300 or 400?
Oh yeah, I got way too much shit. I'm going to get rid of it. So, yeah.
Are you going to have an advanced list that we can preview before you go public with this?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, there we go.
I'll do a couple auctions, I'm sure. I mean, how many records do you need? You know what I mean? And I've got a lot of. I just want to take like a bunch of $5 records and turn them into like $40 records.
That works. Yeah.
So, I'm a magician right here. I'm here to make your dreams come true.
No, I'm saying I'm going to sell like $5 records so I can buy one $40 record or $100 record.
There you go.
Have more heat and less.
There you go. Louis,
what's up?
I'm with you. Louis, how about you? How about this year? Has it been a good year? Has it been just a year of so-so? Like, good. Where do you think? Where are you going to put 2023 in your record collecting journey? Just another year?
No, it's been the best year. I really like all this. I think my collection is killer. I'm listening to all my records back to back. Started at the beginning of December.
Nice.
And
that's good. That's a good thing, Louis.
Yeah, every December now I'm gonna, as it grows, it'll become unsustainable, right?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
But like I just listened to all my jazz records. Now I'm listening to all my heavy psych records. I'm going to listen to all my doom, and then I'm going to go into the heavy metal. And it's awesome. I'm super, super happy about it. And I'm just going to keep trying to make sure I pick my spots and buy all Chris's jazz that he doesn't want.
Yeah.
Do you store your records in a FIFO so that you can take them out in proper sequence, or?
No, I've got. I could do that. I could do my Discogs collection in order of date.
There you go.
But yeah, it's been a good year.
Good.
Wyoming
You did
Dave,
it
what
right,
about
buddy.
you? I mean, big year. Didn't you start your channel at the beginning of the year?
December 21st is exactly 1 year ago.
Hang on.
He has a channel?
That's today.
So has it been 1 year?
Yeah. Well,
Like
I found a
literally-
lot. Yes, Chance, it has.
Wow. And so how is it? How is a year making videos and kind of putting yourself out there? How have you found the response? Are you glad you did it? Is it just something you do? What's been your initial impressions?
Well, my channel, I'm not good at talking about music, so it's kind of going downhill. I just show records. That's about it. I don't know.
Are you saying the clown car's on fire and it's going? Be honest with us, Dave.
At least I got up to 155 subscribers to me.
There you
Anyway.
go.
Yeah.
I didn't know there were that many
Hey,
people
that's
in your
good.
family.
That's funny. Well, good for you, Dave. So the past year, like what's been like? What was your favorite pickup this year, Dave?
Brenda. No.
I was going to show you. Well, here's my favorite.
If you show that Herbie Man again, Dave, I'm dropping you from the stream. I'm just gonna be honest. With you.
Oh, Pearl Jam.
Nice versus nice. Is that the 45 RPM?
Yeah, it plays at 45 RPM too.
Oh, nice.
Nice call, Dave.
So
Got that for $1, right?
I think
No.
Walmart loves getting these represses in lower. That's fine with me. I like picking some of them up.
Awesome.
I've
Man,
been
coming.
doing good at finding used jazz records, some thrift shops and stuff like that, and some other rock albums used anyway.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
good. Well,
Hey, how was that jazz? By the way, how was that jazz album I sent you? I was curious if you played it or thought,
I haven't got to it yet, Dave.
Oh, really? Okay. No
I
biggie.
know. I'm still working on some other jazz
talk-
albums.
I'll talk to you next year about it. It's fine.
hey, listen, here's Wyoming Dave's channel. If there's anyone in the gallery who would like to support another member of the vinyl community, let's encourage
Thanks, Brad.
Dave.
Hey,
This
thanks,
is-
Brad.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Brad
that.
Teal coming in
Brad.
clutch. Yeah, why not? I mean, that's what it's about.
Brad
Yeah,
likes jazz music. I know that.
That's right. Oh, that's true. Russell's hitting it clutch. Well, Dave is mayor now, so it's been pretty good. Dave is the mayor
You stuck.
of the community. Accurate.
Yeah, I friended about a dozen people on Facebook from VC so far.
I gave you a sub, Dave.
Who did?
I did.
Oh, thanks, Louis. Appreciate that.
No problem.
Look at that.
I unsubbed.
I hear there's this trick of subbing and unsubbing and then coming in and out at certain times. I don't know who does it, but
I created 12 fake accounts to get Chance over 1,000. So
you wouldn't believe how many call centers in India I had to befriend to be able to get.
No. Hello, my name is
Jason
Bob.
Rock.
I'm Fordell.
Oh no, David, did you just? Jason Rojas, we'll give you the final word on this one. So how would you?
This one's for Jazz Bums Chris. According to Jack White, Third Man and Verve is a great combination. Just the best.
I'm sure it is. It's lining his pockets as he produces inferior products.
And then we'll end with the best one. Never forget, everybody. Never forget, Michael Fremer. I can take a joke. Never forget.
Never forget. Hey, the best thing I ever got from Third Man was a long sleeve T-shirt. So that's that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Wow, Jason, do you have that record? Please tell me you have the Michael Fremer joke record.
No, I don't, but it's actually available. So if anybody really wants to torture themselves, take it to the next level.
Never heard of that one.
Least
Is that
surprising.
streaming? Is that
information ever.
streaming anywhere?
Oh, gee.
I don't want to pay for it.
Wow. Well, guys, it's been a ride. It's been a lot of fun on stream. Hey, quick reminder again, if you go over to Apple, leave us a nice review on Vinyl Community Podcasts. I've got a couple
Done.
records to give away, so
Already did it.
send them. Lenny Kravitz, look, Dave. There's how you do it right, Dave. See, look, he leaves a little bit to be desired, and like Herbie Mann, who just threw it all out there. He did reckless abandon with his. We didn't need that. But let's call it a wrap on this episode of Surface Noise. I want to thank everybody for coming on. Jasmine, Chris, thanks for coming on late, bud. Appreciate you. Good to see you.
Oh, yeah,
and we'll do this again a couple weeks after the holiday. So be on the lookout.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy New
Yeah.
Year.
Happy
Merry
holidays.
Christmas, guys.
Safe holiday season. And I hope everybody comes back next
Stay
year
safe.
recharged, ready to go, and safe. Yes, sir. All right.
Yes,
see you guys.
sir. See ya. Take care, everybody.
End stream. End stream. I'm trying. Oh, wait, this thing. Sensitivity issues with my mouse here. End stream. Drop it up there.